We were so pleased to have the chance to sit down with the one and only Venus Williams prior to her amazing showing at the 2015 US Open. Calling Venus a tennis legend really doesn't do her justice. At 35 years old, she's not only conquered the tennis court with winning 5 Wimbledons, 22 Grand Slams, and 4 Olympic gold medals, she's also become a major contender in the business world as CEO of both V-Star Interior Design and her tennis line, 11.
Yeah, we're really excited to talk to you. One of the most exciting things I think about your line is that it is for women of all ages. One of the biggest complaints that women talk about is the lack of options for women of all shapes and sizes, and that tennis gear is geared towards a 20-something body with like really short skirts, and your line is not that. They have both options in almost every style. Why was that like important to you?
The feedback was, hey, we'd love a skirt that's 13 inches or 14 inches. So whenever we can make the changes, we do. And we're made right here in the United States, so it gives us the opportunity to turn things around quicker. At 11, we're designing for people to feel comfortable and to be able to get what they want.
A lot of the styles from talking to people make them feel good when they're wearing it.
Our motto is look good, play well. So when you feel good in what you're wearing, it gives you the opportunity to go ahead and be successful at whatever it is that you're trying that day, and to do something good for your body. And when you do something good for your body, you are able to do even more good things for yourself and for the people around you and for the world. Our aim is to make styles that are really interesting, but also let our print shine through. So it's all about the details.
The thing that's so interesting to me, just reading up on you and where you have your involvement in a lot of things, I don't really know where you get the time, but it's one thing to say, okay, I'm going to put my name on a label, but you're much more involved in that. Why was that important to you?
I've always wanted to do activewear, maybe because I was influenced by tennis, hint, hint. And so I decided to go to school for fashion design. So of course I'm hands-on. I have a vision for what I'd like the collection to look like. Right from the first sketches to pulling the colors and picking the Pantones, where I'm involved in each and every step. It's a high pressure industry, but it's very similar to tennis too. It moves fast, there's a lot of pressure, and you better get going with it.
How do you find the time? I mean, when I was reading, you're like, you own Jamba Juices, you have this, you're involved with a sports team, and you've written a book, but you're also a professional athlete, which is a full-time job in and of itself, and being an entrepreneur is a full-time job. How do you manage all of that?
It's important to know what you want and then build a good team around you. We work collaboratively toward the same goals.
One of the biggest frustration for our customers is lack of plus sizing. Do you have plans to scale to 1X, 2X? Because if you do, I'm going to be very excited right now.
We love expanding the line. We love answering the call from our customers, and that's so important for us as well, is to hear what everyone is saying and to put it into the line. We can keep continuing to add, so plus size for sure.
2 of my colleagues are D1 athletes, and they're just tall and big and muscular. They're like a size 10, and some of them can't fit an extra large from some brands, so it's frustrating. We talked to a couple of our customers. They wanted to know, like, do you consider yourself like a role model first as an athlete or a role model as an entrepreneur?
From tennis, I have so much experience that I take into all of my life, and I'm still learning on the court. I'm still learning ways to be better, and also in entrepreneurship, I'm definitely still learning. But I think everyone brings their certain style to how they either lead or how they follow. My goal in life is to help other people as well. So to help young people, women entrepreneurs, to be able to live their dreams as well.
When I started this business, there was a lot of lack of resources geared towards women, especially like in tech. It's all geared towards men and very, very masculine environment with very few mentors to look towards as business leaders. It's definitely changed a little bit now, but it's great that you're giving back. Switching gears a little bit, I want to question about equal pay in tennis. And that's been obviously a hot topic this year with the president and just women in general talking about it. And when you were going through that, did you understand the impact that it would have?
Yeah, equal prize money was 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
So time flies by, but it's been a great time because we have equal pay at the majors, which is well deserved. It was a long road just not getting paid equally at all the majors since the Open era. Women like Billie Jean King just really paved the way, and so this was icing on the cake, I think, to be able to fulfill the rest of her dream. And I know she still has big dreams for not only women all over the world, but she's about equality, and I'm about the same thing.
What do you kind of see the next like 5-10 years in tennis?
You know, I have to say, I am not an expert at the grassroots level on tennis.
Obviously.
I'm sorry. I would love there to be more growth, but there's a lot of competition in tennis. There's a lot of other sports that are a little bit easier to pick up. You know, I think our younger people today are used to instant, and tennis is not instant. Mm-hmm. You can throw a basketball and a hoop instantly, but can you hit a forehand cross court instantly? Probably not. So the sport does have challenges, but there's always going to be young people who want to play.
There's a lot of talk right now with parents putting a lot of pressure on children to just do one sport and do it all year round. I don't know if that's how you grew up, if you played multi-sports or you just went straight into tennis.
Yeah, I wasn't as interested in playing other sports. For sure, if you want to try to be a professional player, you're going to have to specialize at a certain point. But definitely there's a lot of pressure probably to play 4 and 5 sports. I can't imagine. I never did it. It depends on your goals and what you want to achieve with the sport.
How old were you when you started playing tennis?
I was 4 when I started playing.
4,
yeah.
Okay. You know, I knew kids that did the voluntary camps and all of this type of stuff. There's like, you know, the good kids and then the point where you know that you can really take this. Like, how old were you and like what was that for you where you were like, I have this?
I kind of grew up believing that I would play professional tennis.
You did.
But our parents told us that we would be playing pro. So when you're a little kid, you believe what your parents tell you, you know?
Yeah.
So we got brainwashed.
To go back to 11 a minute, do you see you guys doing more active wear?
We're definitely going to be expanding the line in terms of fabrications. And also in terms of different ways you can use the line that are even more relevant to yoga or just lifestyle, and just creating basics that are around year-round. So in the next couple of years, we'll have a lot of things coming along, and also making the design even more energetic and colorful and sophisticated at the same time. So definitely putting a lot of time and really, really honing down on what the look is.
For years, tennis wear really hadn't evolved. It was like just changing different colors, and yours, I think, definitely stands alone. How the woman feels in the tennis wear, that feeling in fitness wear right now, we really don't have. It's geared towards a very young consumer, and we don't have that many options for the like flattering of the body and, you know, the areas that you guys like pay attention to.
Yeah.
So I'm excited when you guys are
Down the road. Thank you.
come out
We'll
with
let
it.
you know.